Hey, Christoph here, and thanks so much for selecting me to do this reading for you. In this video, we're going to be doing a 6-question, 30-card reading, which means we're going to be pulling 5 cards per question here. Thanks so much for providing me with your name, of course, everybody else's names as well too, and your birthday. This will help me to connect to all of your energies. Here we go. Of course, my name is Christoph. I consider myself a guide, and my goal here is to read these cards as honestly and as accurately as I can in order to give you the information that you need to move your life forward in a positive direction. We're going to be pulling 5 cards per question, 6 questions we're going to be looking at here. Let's start with the first one. Of course, you're going to be in charge of a project next week starting Monday, October 2nd through Friday, October 11th. The question here that you have is where is it here? Receive a process timely. Okay. How smoothly will the project go? Okay, how smoothly is it going to go this next week? And of course, starting from, of course, October the 2nd, the Monday, we're going to be taking a look at 5 days. So we're going to look from Monday to Friday. We're going to be pulling a card for each day, and we're going to see how smoothly things are going to go on each of the days. Okay, here we go. Starting first with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now, of course, if we get a positive card, it means good things are going to happen. If we get a negative card, it means that it could be a difficult day. Let's see how this project is going to go here. Let's take a look at Monday. Monday is the Hermit. Monday basically represents you taking time to think things through. So this is actually kind of a good start to this because it is the first day. This is going to be the day that you're going to be essentially figuring out what you need to do to proceed forward with the rest of the week. So you're going to be putting in more thought on Monday than probably any of the other days, but this represents kind of a good start. Okay, let's take a look at Tuesday here. Okay, so that's a bad card. So the Tower is probably one of the worst cards in the tarot. It basically represents disaster. So I do see something not so great happening on Tuesday. Not really great there for the second day. Third day, though, everything is back on track. Okay, so this could be an issue with you being understaffed on this day, and it might be like, I don't think you're going to fail, but do note, if you're low on staff, you might have to pick up the workload of that missing person. But we got the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands here represents the start of a journey and adventure. Okay, as we move forward into Thursday, this is a fantastic card, which essentially represents the Four of Pentacles, which represents holding on. And the last card that we have here is the High Priestess, which represents getting in touch with feelings and emotions. It seems like there's going to be a setback like on Tuesday right at the beginning, but the remaining 3 cards basically says that the last 3 days things are going to remain on track. I do think that you're going to achieve your goal. So far so good. Okay, so the only thing bad that's going to happen will be happening Tuesday, which is better for something bad to happen earlier on. But it looks like that there's going to be 4 solid days of good quality work, which is probably more than you need to get this project done, with the difficult day being the Tuesday. Let's look at question 2 here. Is there anyone that's going to try to sabotage your efforts at managing this group? Let's see what comes through here. Once again, pulling 5 cards for each question. Let's see if there's anybody that's going to sabotage what it is that you're doing. Let's see what comes through the cards here. The first card that we have here is the Empress. The Empress actually represents warm, loving, and supportive energy. So that's actually a really great place to start, with warm, supportive energy. The next card that we have here is the 5 of Wands, which represents friendly competition. So it doesn't look like anybody's going to be doing anything out of spite or anything negative. Like, there will be some conflicts, but it'll be like friendly competition. It's not going to be anything that's going to cause major issues. Oh wow, 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups here represents high levels of achievement. We see this family down here at the bottom of the card. I like to call this card the Happy Family, Happy Life card. That's an amazing card to get here. The next card that we have here, another great card. This is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords represents a family on a boat moving from one side of the river to the other. Okay, this just represents things getting better overtime in the last card that we have here. Okay, we got the Ten of Swords. That is backstabbing and betrayal. So from the looks of it, through the majority of this project, everything is going to be fine. If you are going to have an issue, somebody's going to basically cause issues towards the end. Now, the interesting part about this is I don't feel like anyone on your team is going to be the one to try to sabotage things at the end. Do be aware that, to pay attention to people that, are kind of around you, pay attention to people over the course, from Monday to Thursday. But it looks like after this week is done, it looks like if anything bad is going to happen, it's going to happen after. I think the project itself, while you're working on it, I think everything's going to go pretty fine with maybe a setback on Tuesday. But it's like what happens with what happens after that, that's where the sabotaging happens. So I don't think you're actually going to be sabotaged on this particular project. But I do think that you're going to do so well on this that someone's going to be jealous and maybe try to do something to you later. Okay, but just be aware. Let's look at question 3. Could you end up getting any type of promotion in the future if this project is successful? Let's see what the cards say about the possibility of promotion or advancement as a result of completing this project successfully. The first card that we have here is the Fool. The Fool represents jumping into something new. So that's kind of a yes, okay? It is a yes that new opportunities will be presented to you. Yeah, we get the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles here represents numerous opportunities being available. We have making a connection. We have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups represents a person handing another person a golden cup with a flower in it. This represents making important connections. Okay, the next card that we have here is the Queen of Swords, which represents provided you continue making logical choices and decisions, things are going to go fine, and Temperance, which represents balance. So the first thing that this is going to do for you more than anything else, it's going to bring more balance into your life. People are going to be looking at you in a positive way. Now, when you do something that's successful, a lot of people like you for it, but then you're going to get the odd person who feels jealous that you were able to achieve something that they weren't. When it comes to advancing your career, don't be in a hurry. Do note that opportunities are going to present themselves with you, but don't go out of your way to push to try to make something happen, because I do think something great will happen on its own over time. I don't think that this specific project is going to get you a promotion, but I do think that with the success of this project, you're going to be given more leadership roles and positions, and if you're successful in enough of these kind of leadership role tests, because that's kind of what this is, then promotion is most definitely in your future. Okay, let's take a look at question 3. 4. We just did 3. 4. Why do the 3 employees in your group at work act like they do? They're either lazy or forgetful or grouchy. They seem to act this way towards everyone, and you want to know why. Let's see what the cards have to say about why this is. Let's see why they act the way they do. The first card that we have here is the King of Swords. The King of Swords actually represents logical thinking and decision making. Interesting. We'll come back to that. The next card that we have here is the Sun, which represents overcoming obstacles leading to a bright future. The next card that we have here is the Four of Swords, which represents that they put a great deal of thought into these actions, juggling multiple responsibilities at once. And Ace of Cups, cup overflowing with opportunity. Okay, so there's lots of opportunities for them here. The energy that I get here is that they're happy. Well, they're not happy. They're actually miserable, but they don't want more responsibility. They don't want more things put on their plate. And by them being antisocial and difficult, it'll make it less likely that people will have them do additional work. So, the moods that they're in, the forgetfulness, all of this is planned. They do this on purpose to try to minimize the amount of effort that they have to put into things. If people already know that these people are difficult, grouchy, and lazy, they'll know not to trust them, and which probably means that they won't get a promotion, but it means that their work most likely won't be as difficult. It's an act, okay? They're doing it on purpose to try to make things easier for themselves And, frankly, with this type of attitude, personality, these three people, most people probably don't want to work with them. And most people who, need somebody that they can trust on an important project, these people won't be the ones usually selected for that sort of thing. So it's a game. They're doing it on purpose. They're doing it to try to avoid having more work or additional responsibilities. I don't think these people are happy with their jobs, but I also don't think they want to be promoted. I also don't think they don't want more pressure put on them. Okay. Question 5. The lead employee in your group at work is on vacation in Florida from October 2nd to October 11th, right when the hurricane is due to hit in that state. Will she and her husband be able to get home to Ohio safely? Let's see if they're going to be safe and get home safely. All right, here we go. The first card that we have here, okay, so sleepless nights and sadness. So sleepless nights and sadness doesn't mean anything bad is going to happen. Of course, this is the 9 of Swords. But essentially what it represents is worry. So there's a lot of worry right now, okay? The next card that we have here is the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands actually represents taking a look at your life from a distance and reevaluating things. So they may be reevaluating like how they're traveling or what direction they choose to go. Maybe they may wait a little bit. The Magician represents manifesting a bright future forward. So that's actually a really great card. The next card that we have here is the 2 of Wands, which represents the two of them have everything that they need to move things forward in a positive way. And yeah, the Chariot. The Chariot represents getting in the driver's seat and moving things forward. They're going to be fine. And I do think, though, due to the hurricane, they're probably going to be taking a different route home, a safer route home. But yeah, I think they're going to be fine. But yeah, there's a lot of worry. I think they know what they're doing, and I think that they're going to be able to get home safe. Okay, let's take a look at question 6. A gastroenterologist, did I pronounce that right? I hope so. A gastroenterologist, gastroenterologist, there we go. Went to a couple, so you went to a gastroenterologist a couple of months ago, advising you to lose 20 pounds by February, or you might need surgery due to esophagus and stomach issues. Will you end up having surgery? Let's find out. Something tells me, though, I'll tell you right now, that you probably don't have to lose the full 30 pounds. Oftentimes, doctors will tell you have to do more to make it more likely that you're going to be able to achieve the goal. But let's see if you're going to need surgery. We have Judgment. Judgment represents that this person did make judgments on you, gave you directions to follow. We get the 2 of Swords, which represents that you're having difficulty kind of making decisions in certain ways, or they're having difficulties deciding whether or not this is needed. We have the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles here essentially represents kindness and generosity. The next card that we have here, okay, this is good. We have you walking away from the opportunity. So I do think that you're successfully going to be able to avoid the surgery. And the next card, yeah, the wedding card. This is the 4 of Wands. It represents celebration and like family celebration. So it actually is going to work out really good. I do think that you're going to avoid the surgery for now. Okay. I think, and this is something that I picked up really strongly using my intuition and psychic abilities when I was reading the question. When I was reading the question, I got the feeling that you would eventually have to do a surgery of some type. That came through really clear to me. I don't think you can avoid surgery, but you can delay how long it is until you need surgery. And do note, when I say surgery, it might not be this surgery. It could be something else that you need later. But I do think that surgery is in your future eventually. But you can prolong the time between now and having to do surgery. So from what I'm seeing now, I think that you will be successful in avoiding the surgery this time. But those instructions that your gastroenterologist gave you, they're important. It's important not just for this surgery, it's important for further in your life. So let's say you lose 20 pounds and you put back on that 20 pounds, that puts you back in danger. Okay. So this is something where it isn't just the doctor saying, hey, lose 20 pounds and you're going to be fine. It's probably losing those 20 pounds permanently and continuing to kind of live healthier. That's the problem with kind of this situation and the direction that you're headed towards right now, health-wise. You will eventually need a surgery, okay? It's just about doing good things, okay? Making the right decisions and choices for yourself to prolong that, okay? Now, you could have, you know, if you don't take these instructions seriously, you could have a surgery in a month or 2 months, you know? But, you know, if you take these directions very seriously, you can avoid surgery for years, okay? Years. That's it for this reading. Thanks so much for selecting me to do this for you, and know that I'm here for you on Fiverr anytime.